Hi, and welcome to Ascending Soul's Journey. I am Lorianne, intuitive energy reader, to give you messages from Archangel Michael. And I've been hearing this message for a while. And it's really funny because I was shuffling the cards, before I started. And I looked on a piece of paper that I wrote about a week ago, and as I was shuffling the cards fell out. It's the same message. So I have known for about a week I needed to give you this message, but right now is the right time. I'll also be switching the time frame of when I upload Archangel Michael. I'm going to be moving away from Sundays, so those of you who are scheduling services and whatnot on Sundays, I'll be ending that in the next week or two here in December. So happy December to you guys. It's the last month of the year, and 2020 is a crazy, crazy year. And what I was guided to talk to you about is about the moment that we're moving into right now as people are going into lockdown across the world. And I'm not a tarot reader, and I don't really believe in the word psychic, but they don't have anything listed for an intuitive energy reader. And that's who I really am. So I move into the energy, and that's how we pick up on these vibrations. So it's really crazy because I had to create a deck of cards for myself in order for me to really work a little bit differently with you guys, because we're going to move it into a little bit more energy. And so as I was shuffling the cards, out came the card of Global Awakening. Now, these are cards that I made for myself, so I'll be showing them to you throughout, but just so that you know, Global Awakening and healing. And that's exactly what's going on. So as we are moving into a form of seclusion, during this seclusion is the time when we do that self-analyzing, that self-reflection. Do I like what's going on is what a lot of you are going to be feeling over the next 2-4 weeks in the month of December, which sounds appropriate for what's going on in the actual world. But while I was asking them, what is to come, we got the card of final release, and that's exactly what's going on. So those of you, and I am going to do a Aquarius reading right after this, because Aquas are going to be affected by this. All of us are, but it's a very profound time. When the shifting of the planets, this is the big one. This is the age of Pisces, where we're getting ready to turn into the age of Aquarius. This is the moment in time coming towards, I believe it's the 20th or the 21st. That's when we want to do this final cleanse. That's when we need to be vibrating on our highest level. So this disconnect, a lot of people are going to feel a sense of disconnect, a sense of separation, even if you're in the same household. A lot of my clients right now that are in relationships are in different rooms if they're still under the same household, because that separation is needed, and it's very important for you to hear that, is what I'm being guided. For those of you who are new, I welcome you. Archangel Michael, I call him in. He is with me. He's been with me my entire life, along with other angels and my guide, whose name is Allie. And I bring them to you through and reiterate messages that they give to me, and I welcome you. And those of you who follow me, I am so happy that you're back, and please thumbs up and share these videos, because this is about universal connection right now. This is about us as a collective consciousness raising the vibration, and we've all heard us talking about it, and now this is the moment in time as we roll out of 2020. It is very important each and every one of us maintain a high vibration. That's not easy to do when we're in separation. That's not easy to do when we feel disconnected from other people around us. Now, the card that came out is connection to the divine under the universal energies, as well as energy shifts. And that's exactly what we're going through. And you're going to feel it. But for a lot of you, it's going to feel very uplifting. It's the point during that moment, it's going to feel uplifting. The point from today, which is the 1st of December that I am recording this, from today through the 19th, you're going to feel a roller coaster of emotions for some of you. And this is about a cleanse that needs to take place, a cleansing inside of you to release for the final release. Now, you see, if you believe in the eternal evolvement of the soul, that's what they said, the eternal life that many of us do. You believe in heaven and the soul lives forever. The soul never dies. Then they're saying there is nothing to fear right now. It is more about the fear of doing something different, just like the changes that are going on in the world, which is really about testing all of us and what it is that we believe in, standing up for what we believe in whatever manner that is. And that is what is taking place as we roll into 2021. But this disconnect, this separation is actually created to bring the divine feminine in you and the divine masculine in you in a place of balance and harmony. That's going to take place, but right now we have to go through the separation. We have to go through the grieving process. So over the next several days, we're looking at about 19 days, you're going to feel a roller coaster of a final push, a final release. And the best way to move through this is through music. Joyful music. I don't mean blaring it. You don't have to, and you don't have to wear the earplugs because that'll make your head go, your brains will go cuckoo. You don't wear your earplugs very long. It really does alter the energy within us, okay? So be limited on the time, and you've seen me, I'm pulling away because I needed to. In order to replenish my energy, I had to pull away from the electronics and the way that I was using them, although I was still using them. They're saying that all of my guides, my angels and Archangel Michael, are saying that they really want you to take a look at this separation at this moment. What would make you feel really good? And it isn't superficial, so it's not like, having an affair. This is like different. What would make the character in you, the true authentic you, vibrate on a happy level? For some of you, it might be artwork. Now this, and this is a picture of a vision that I had in a dream. It was just a daydream, a deja vu. There it is. But I kept seeing it over and over, and it was a picture of a white buffalo calf head spiraling in a vortex, and that's what I painted. Now that is a really cool thing that happened, because what it did is it made me stop, because I kept seeing that little vision. I stopped and I researched some. I know the story, you guys do too. That's about the beautiful story of the white buffalo calf, and I want you to check that out. Now I am going to do something really cool, and I hope somebody has the courage and the strength and the bravery to step up. But I'd like somebody to research and find out facts, not nonsense, about the story that I'm talking about. This is the white buffalo calf, and there is a story behind it. It's an incredibly inspiring story. And what I'd like to do is we will record a video together and we'll air that video. Okay? If you're interested in doing that, please send a message to ascendingsoulsjourney at gmail.com. We're going to talk about different things as we move forward, because they want you to focus on what is going to be expansive to you, expansive in the way you think, the mind, right? I talk about the mind, the body, and the soul, because that's what the angels, they represent that. And when we are in full alignment, we can hear them. And they are saying, a lot of you, through this final release, you're going to actually start hearing your angels around you. You're going to start, and I don't mean the voices, okay? There are different voices that we hear. And if you are like me, you do hear multiple voices, and we know which one's which. I know which one's my ego and it has its own voice. I know which one is negative, and I know which ones are positive. But even the voice, if you don't, it's the inner knowing. You can feel it. You can get a hint, a whisper of something coming through. Pay attention to that. They also wanted me to talk to you guys about fragrances, okay? The music, colors, the expansion that's going to help you manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in a positive way without hurting anyone else. So you guys see smoke and little things like this. And what this actually is an incense. And this incense is one that I really like. I like this. So with just a hint, just a little hint of something uplifting, something favorable, like a smell. Some of us like oranges. A lot of you like lavender, rose, eucalyptus, things like this. And even sage itself, Palo Santo. But just that little hint, it lifts your energy up that quick, and that's how quick it is, and that's how quick it is for us to get these visions. When you start really recognizing that lift is when you're going to start hearing your angels. I hope that makes sense, because each and every one of you can. Each and every one of you can, most definitely. So we have the card of Beyond, and the card of Beyond is exactly that. I talk about ascending on a higher level of you. So this is a better life. This is a better version of you. This is a better eternal you, the evolution of the soul. And that's when we get to move beyond the stopping point, beyond the repetitive cycle. So this is talking about the age of Aquarius coming into play. Beyond 2021, we've got something absolutely incredible coming in. Does it mean it's going to be easy? Absolutely not. But when is tearing down our life and rebuilding it ever easy? When we have to go through and clean out all the boxes, and we got to clean out the shelves, and we have to read everything and go, oh, that was from like 18 years ago. I don't need that. So that's what we're doing in the world around us. And in order to find the truth, you have to go through and weed all this out, which means the separation. So we got the card of cleanse again, and that's good. I mean, this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. For some of you and clients that I've worked with, it's you know that there's a point in time when you need to do the final release. And we think we do. We write their name on a piece of paper and we burn it, and they're still there. Or they still show up in your energy field, like when I'm working with you, most definitely in your reality. That's where you really want to pay attention to where it's at. This final cleanse is going to remove. It's the opportunity to finally let go the person that hurt you. Remember, they hurt you 25 years ago? Today, it holds no bearing on your life whatsoever. What they did then, yes, it was bad. It was bad. But what it's done is kept you in a repetitive cycle. And this is the moment in time to release and jump out of that cycle and move into the everlasting eternal soul. That's what's going on. So those of you who believe in the evolution of the soul, eternal life, infinity, and if you look, it is about circles and it is about infinity, right? Infinity goes like this. So it's the cycles. We go through cycles, and this is a cycle change. And with this cycle change is cleanse of corruption in our own lives, in our own soul, cleanse of everything around us. So this is a very, very important message for a lot of you. And I do invite you to join me on my blog, and I will put that link below. And if you are interested in services, just click that little eye up above, and that will take you to my website. Have an amazing day. Much love.